Hap for Hap around the house. Today we're going to be doing some pointing of this old foundation. Generally we go through with a screwdriver. You will need a screwdriver to go through and get all the old stuff out. And we also need some M95 masks for when we're mixing our mortar. Right there we got a bag of mortar. Some nitrile gloves to protect your piggies. Hit your head a lot if you can. We also have a mixing trough down here. We have a couple of bags for applying the mortar. It's like an icing bag, and we also have this to mix it up. And if to get in the corners, sometimes you're going to need like a trowel to get in the corners to get some of the dried mortar out. But next up, we're going to show you how to do this. It's really okay. We got some PPE on, personal protection equipment. We're going to cut open our mortar. We're going to dump a little bit in there, just like that, and then you cut it in such a way so it doesn't come out a million miles an hour. And that's why you have the mask on right there. There, that's good. And as soon as we mix this up, you can take the mask off. Okay, you cannot undump water. So the idea here is to mix some in, and then you can always add, you can add a little bit more Portland cement, or mortar, excuse me. We're going to use those terms interchangeably, so I use cement, I use concrete, and I'll use it in the wrong terms. Everybody can correct me in the underneath here and comment. See that? That's just a little bit too dry, obviously. All right, as you can see, it was a little dry, so I put a little bit. This looks pretty promising. Now take your time. You're not racing anybody, especially the first couple times that you mix this. You're going to be really apprehensive and take a lot of time, so you don't overdo it. Especially if you go through your whole bag and you don't have any left, that's where you get really cautious. Because right now, if I put too much water, I'll just throw some more mortar in there. Who cares, right? But if you don't have any more of the mortar mix, you're not going to be putting anything in there. Okay, what do you think of that? That looks pretty good. You see how it's still kind of standing? Now I'm going to work it a little bit with my hand trowel to make sure I don't have any dried in the corners. But this is gold. That's perfect. Look at that. That is gonna go great into all of these little nooks and crannies. Next up, we're gonna be applying it, and we'll also show you how to remove some of this stuff out of it. Before you go ahead and go at it, in other words, put the mortar in between and fill these joints in. You're going to want to get the loose stuff out. Now, don't go too crazy because you're going to end up hitting dirt. This is literally dirt behind this. So you got to use your better judgment here. And you can get a vacuum and vacuum the dust off too. But I mix the mortar wet enough where you don't have to really worry about adhesion. In other words, it'll stick because it's a little on the wet side. But you want to get some of this stuff out of here. See that? So this mortar is basically garbage. But you just work your way through there, and it does not take very long. And you can get a paintbrush and brush all the dust off, or you can vacuum it. I would just get a paintbrush and make sure that your rocks are semi-clean. All right, we're going to load up our mortar bag. A little bit of mortar. Try not to make too much of a mess. And I also have this pinched off on the end so that it won't come out. Sometimes you'll have that problem too. Now we've brushed all these stones. So in theory, this stuff should go on nice. And take your bag, work it down. You can come up closer and we'll just take your bag and you poop and it's very messy. It's a very messy process. And what you do is you just put it into the cracks, just enough. And as it dries, you'll be able to work it in with your hands and your fingers. See that? See how nice and easy that is? And you can do it without a mortar bag. You can get a piece of plywood and slide it off the plywood in there, but it doesn't work nearly as neat or clean as this does. And I don't want it to fall off, so once in a while I will make sure that we're actually getting it to set in there. I'm going to move the mortar down in the bag a little bit more now. Just like that. See that? Look at that. How's that look?
Good.
I think that we're going to get an A+ on this. And it's much cleaner. If you do it without the bag, you're going to have all sorts of cement on the floor. And see how I used the wrong term again? I just used cement. It's mortar mix. Portland cement. Maybe I used the right term.
No, you said cement.
But it is Portland cement.
It says mortar on the bag.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This is I got confused. It's it's Portland cement mixed with sand, I believe. Just like that. And as this dries, you'll be able to come through here and it will be more pliable and it'll keep the form that you put. Just like that. And it took, what, that's probably 2 square feet. It doesn't take very long. This goes pretty quick. And you will come across where you're going to run into a spot like this, where you're really going to want to look for a stone. That's all dirt back there, so I can continue to brush this until the cows come home, and it's not going to matter. So what you do is you put a little bit at the bottom, like that. Set your stone right there. It's like beautiful. And now we're still going to want to look for something to fill this gap on top, and we've got this little piece that you can jam in there after you put a little bit of mortar in there. Like that. Take that, a little mortar on there. Just like a little kid playing on the beach with sand. Just like that. And nobody will ever know. I'm going to get this mortar all the way down at the bottom, then we're going to reload. Just like that. Okay. No one's ever going to know. And now this is starting to set up a little bit. You could come back and smooth out the rough edges. See that? Just like that. And if you want to get really crazy, you can get yourself a bucket of water and a towel or a sponge, and you can sponge it all. And that'll make the rocks stand out. And it won't be, see how that's dirty with the leftover scum or crust of the cement mortar mix. Just like that. That's it. And that's going to be pretty doggone, that's pretty much almost done. What do you think? Okay. Okay. As you can see, this whole area here has been done. That was about 1/3 of a bag of the mortar mix. It is fun. I don't mind doing this at all. And now the thing is you just go around with one finger and you make your nice little trails, smooth everything out. And look at that, that is going to last for decades. Didn't have to call anybody. You did it yourself. Very easy job. You can do it with very simple tools, a little bit of patience, and just get comfortable while you're working. No reason to be uncomfortable while you're working. But yeah, we got all the way over to here. From here to here, probably took about ½ hour. And if we were to really be trying to attempt to do this whole thing, because look how much we got to do here. We got all that if you can see it.
Exposing my dirty basement.
Right, the basement, the whole bottom wall needs to be done. But yeah, this is hep around the house. You can do this job. It's very simple with a couple of simple tools. But yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.